Good morning, friends. We'll continue with our lecture on applications of trigonometry. In the previous lecture, we saw the trigonometric table and the application of trigonometry, how to find out the heights of buildings, the distance between a person and the building, the length of the ladder, and so on. Now we are going to try out a few more examples to understand the concept of applications of trigonometry in detail. Okay, so here are some solved examples. Now you can see here in this example the diagram is given to you. It's the example from the textbook, but in the other problem questions you will have to draw your own diagrams. Now read the question carefully. The shadow of a tower standing on a level ground. So which is the tower here? You can see the tower we have taken as AB. So AB is our tower. Is standing on level ground and is found to be 40 meter longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degree and when it is at 60 degree. So you can see when the sun is altitude is at 60 degree, then BC is the shadow, and when the sun's altitude is 30 degree, then BD is the shadow. So what is said here? It is found that it is 40 meter longer when it is at 30 then it is at 60. So we do not know the length of the shadow when it is at 60, we do not know the length of the shadow when it is at 30, but we know it is 40 meter longer. So let us say BC equal to X. Okay, so we are taking BC equal to X because we do not know what is the length of the shadow. So now we have BC equal to X and BD you can see is equal to 40 plus X. Okay, and what we have to find out? We have to find out the height of the tower. So we have to find out H. Now the height is not measured, given us. So what will we start here with? First we'll take triangle ABC. So what you can see in triangle ABC? Tan 60 degree. What is tan? Opposite, that is AB upon adjacent, that is BC. So we have, what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. So root 3 is H upon BC, that is X. Or we can write H equal to root 3 X by cross multiplication. So here we get a relation between H and X. Now look at triangle ABD. So here we have tan 30 degree, again equal to opposite, that is AB upon BD. Implies what? What is tan 30? 1 upon root 3 equal to H upon BD, that is X plus 40. Or we can say H equal to X plus 40 upon root 3. If we call this our equation 1 and if we call this our equation 2, they both are H, so should be equal. So we can write root 3x equal to X plus 40 upon root 3. Cross multiply will get implies 3x. Why 3x? Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 3x equal to x plus 40, or x goes on this side minus 2x equal to 40 implies x equal to 20. But this is not our answer. We have to find the h. So here h is 20 root 3. So we'll write 20 into 1.732, and that will give us h equal to 34.64 meter approx. So using trigonometry we found out. So what did you see here? This was a different sum. We knew the shadows BC when the angle is 60 degree and the shadow BD of the tower AB when it is 30 degree. We don't know either shadow, but we knew the difference in the length in the position is 40 meter. So using that we found out the height of the tower to be 34.64 meter approximately. Or you can even write 20 root 3 meter. So both the answers are valid. You can choose whichever answer you want. Now let us move to the next sum. The angles of depression of the top and bottom of an 8 meter tall building. So we have here, A seems missing. We have a 8 meter tall building. The angles of depression. So where are we watching from actually? Which is our point of view? We are watching from point P. Remember, angle of depression. So we are at point P, and this is the 8 meter tall building. AB is the building which is 8 meter tall. So when you see the top of the building from P, when you observe the top of the building, the angle of depression is 30 degree. And when you observe from the same point the bottom of the building, the angle of depression is 45 degree. Yes? So like I told you, if you see the alternate angles, then this angle will be 30 degree and this angle will be 45 degree. Alternate angles. We have to find the height of the multi-storied building. So we have to find PC. What we have to find? First PC, the height of the multi-storied building and the distance between the two buildings. So we have to find AC and PC. Okay, so what is given to us? It is given this is 8 meter. So if AB is 8, then you can see ABCD makes a rectangle. So AB is equal to CD. Since AB is 8, CD is also equal to 8 meter. This we do not know PD, so let us call it X. Now you can do the rest. Do with me. Which triangle you take first? PBD. In triangle PBD, the angle is 30. So what we have? Tan 30 degree equal to opposite, that is PD, upon adjacent, that is BD. So we have tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 equal to PD, that is X, upon BD we do not know. So what we have, we can write cross multiplying, we can write BD equal to root 3x. Let us call this equation number 1. Now move to triangle PAC. Here tan 45 degree, you can see tan 45 opposite, that is PC upon AC. Tan 45 is 1, so 1 equal to PC upon AC, but you can see AC equal to BD, so I can write PC upon BD, or BD equal to, it's PC, tan 45 is PC upon AC, but AC equal to BD, so BD is equal to PC. Yes, PC. Is it clear to you? And what is PC equal to? PC is equal to, what is PC equal to? You can see in the diagram, PC is equal to X plus 8. So this will call our equation 2. Now you can see equation 1 we have BD, equation 2 we have BD. So BD is equal to BD. So root 3x equal to x plus 8, or we can write root 3x minus x equal to 8, which implies if you take x common, bracket root 3 minus 1 equal to 8, which implies x equal to 8 upon root 3 minus 1. Now what do we do? The conjugate 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1, we have 8 into bracket root 3 plus 1 upon 3 square minus 1 square, that is 2, 2 1s are 2 4s are, so we have 4 into bracket 1.73 plus 1. I put the value of root 3, so I got 4 into 2.73, which gives me 4 7 the 28, 32, 4 2 the 10, 10.82 meter approximately is the x. So x is 10.82 meter. So the height PC, you can see the height PC is equal to how much? 10.82 plus 8, so we have 18.82 meter approximately. That is the height of the multi-storied building. And the distance, so distance you can find this BD, distance BD you can find by putting the value. So BD equal to root 3, and we'll put this value of x. Which value? This one. 4 into 4 root 3 plus 1. Or you can just multiply directly. What will you get? 4 3s are 12. So 12. 4 root 3 into 3 root 12 plus 4 root 3. And you can find your approximate answer and put the answer down. So this is how the sum is done. Moving to the next sum. A and B represent points on the bank of the opposite sides of a river. Look at the points. A and B are points on the bank of the opposite side of a river, where AB is the width of the river. P is a point on the bridge of the height 3 meters. So it is given the height is 3 meter. So DP is 3. Okay? And the angle of depression on the side A is 30 degree. So this will be 30 degree. And on this side it's 45 degree. So alternate angle, this will be 45 degree. We have to find the length of the river. So what will you do in this sum? First take triangle APD. In APD we'll take tan 30 degree equal to PD upon AD. What is tan 30? 1 upon root 3 equal to PD, that is 3 meter, upon AD. We'll keep AD as it is. Implies AD equal to, cross multiplying, 3 root 3 meter. Taking triangle PBD, we have, what do we have? Tan 45 degree equal to PD upon BD. Tan 45 is 1, PD is 3 meter upon BD. Cross multiplying BD equal to 3 meter. Width of the river AB equal to AD plus BD. Yes, the width of the river is what? AD plus BD. How much is AD? 3 root 3 plus 3. So we'll have the answer is this. For putting the value, we take out 3 common, root 3 plus 1 or 3, 1.73 plus 1 equal to 3 into 2.73 equal to 8.19 meter approximately is the width of the river. So I hope you're understanding this sum was quite simple and we are just looking into triangles, applying the values and getting the answers. Now we'll try a sum without the diagram, the sum from the textbook. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from a vertical pole to the ground. So what do we have here? A vertical pole to the ground. Let me call the vertical pole okay, so you can draw with a ruler a vertical pole to the ground. Let me call this pole AB. It's vertical, actually it should be straight enough, yes. Okay, so vertical pole is drawn on the ground and what do we have? A 20-meter long rope is tightly stretched. So this rope which is tightly stretched is 20 meter. So AC is the rope, let us say. Okay, we have to find the height of the pole. We have to find AB. The angle the rope makes with the ground is 30 degrees, sorry. So we have to find AB. So here we have to find the adjacent. We are given the hypotenuse. So what we can take? Cos 30 degree is adjacent BC upon hypotenuse AC. Now what is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. BC we have to find the distance and AC is given 20. On cross multiplying, what do you get? BC equal to 20 root 3 upon 2, 2 1s are 2 10s are. So height of the pole is 10 root 3 meters approximately. Is it clear? So this is a very simple sum, but in this sum you will have to draw the diagram on your own. Moving to the next sum, what is given here? A tree breaks due to the storm and the broken part bends on the so that the top of the tree touches the ground, make an angle 30 with it. So what it is saying, in a storm the tree has broken and fallen and the top of the tree makes 30 degree with the ground. So suppose you can say if the tree was not broken, the tree would be standing straight. So let us say AB is actually the height of the tree. But after the tree broke down in the storm and touched the ground, it is touching the ground at point C. Let us call this point D. Now, you can see the height of the tree H actually is AB, which is BD plus AD, right? The total height is BD plus AD. But now this AD part has broken and touched the ground, so AD is equal to CD. Because the tree was standing straight, this was the original tree, in the storm it broke down and it touched the ground. So this part of the tree here is come here. So the height of the tree you can also say is equal to BD plus CD. Okay, that is what we know. Now we do not know anything else. But there is one more data given, the distance between the foot of the tree and where it touches the ground. The foot of the tree and where it touches the ground, what is the distance given? 8 meter. So Using this 8 meter, we'll find BD and CD. So first we'll find CD. I will find CD sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree is opposite upon hypotenuse. Now should we use this? No, because we do not know the hypotenuse. Yes, we have no idea of the hypotenuse, so we should not use this. We will have to remove this off because we do not know. So what will we take now? We will take tan 30. Tan 30 is opposite, that is BD, upon adjacent, that is BC. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. BD we have to find, but BC is given 8. So BD is equal to cross multiplying 8 upon root 3. Then we'll take cos. Cos 60 is equal to adjacent, that is BC, upon hypotenuse, that is CD. Now cos 60 is root 3, sorry, cos 60 is 1 upon 2. Cos 60 is equal to 1 upon 2 equal to 8 upon CD. So it gives us CD equal to 8 to the 16 meter. So the height of the tree is BD, that is 8 upon root 3 plus 16. So we have to solve this and get the answer. This we can do the rationalizing and solve the remaining part. Right? So BD is 8 by root 3 and CD is equal to 16. So we can say the answer also 16 plus 8 root 3, sorry 8 upon root 3 meter. Solve the remaining and get your answer. So this is how we find the answer to the broken tree, the height of the broken tree. In the next sum we have a kite is flying 60 meter above the ground. So we have a kite flying 60 meter above the ground. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to point on the ground. The string is tied to the point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. So this is quite an easy sum. We can write the values as A, B and C. We have to find the length of the string. So we have to find AC. A very simple thing to do. We will take sine 60 degree equal to opposite. Sine 60 equal to opposite. The opposite is BC upon the adjacent, that is AC. Sine 60 is root 3 upon 2 equal to BC, that is 60 upon AC. So cross multiplying, what do you get? AC equal to 60 into 2 upon root 3. Taking the rationalizing the denominator, we get 120 root 3 upon 3. 3 ones are 3 40s are. So the length of the string is 40 root 3 meter. Okay, so this was quite an easy sum. So this is how the sums are done. in the applications of trigonometry. Moving on to the next sum now. What do we have here? A 1.5 meter tall boy. So here we have got a boy who is 1.5 meter tall. Right? So 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at a distance of 30 meter from a tall building. So at a distance of 30 meter from a tall building, we have got a boy standing, and the angle of elevation from the eyes to the top of the building increases 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. So this boy who is 30 meter from the building, so let us first write the boy's height is say AB, the distance is 30 degree, so BC is 30 degree, and the building is CD. Now the boy, when he is looking at the top of the building, the angle he was making with the horizontal was 30 degree, right? And when he walked a little further, then the elevation became 60 degree. So when he walked a little further, the elevation becomes 60 degree. Let us call this E and let us call this point F. So we have to find the distance he walked towards the building. This is the distance we have to find. Okay? So how will we find this distance? We walk towards the building. Now the building is of height. Oh sorry, we have made a mistake here in the question. This is not the distance he walked. The height of the building is 30 meter. Okay? So we have got the height of the building is 30 meter. But 30 meter, what is 30 meter? We have got CD equal to 30 meter. CD. Now we have got AB equal to EC. Therefore, DE is equal to CD minus EC. Now what is CD? CD is 30, and what is EC? EC equal to AB, so 1.5. So D is equal to 28.5 meter. So this DE, I'll rub this off now. Yes, we have D is equal to 28.5 meter. What we have to find? We have to find AF, the distance he walks towards the building. What will we do? First we'll take triangle FDE. Okay? In triangle FD, what do we have? We have tan 60 degree equal to opposite, that is DE, upon adjacent, that is FE. Tan 60 is root 3, so root 3 equal to DE, that is 28.5 upon EF. So EF is equal to 28.5 upon root 3. We'll call this 1. So EF, we have this. Now looking at triangle DEA. Looking at triangle DEA, we have tan 30 degree equal to opposite again, that is DE, upon adjacent, that is AE. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is equal to DE, that is 28.5 upon AE. So we keep AE as it is. So we have AE equal to 28.5 into root 3. Right? Root 3. Now we have to find AF. So what is AF? AF is equal to AE minus FE. So what was AE? AE was 28.5 root 3 minus, what is AE? FE? 28.5 upon root 3. Taking LCM, you get 28.5 into 3 minus 28.5 and the whole upon root 3. So if you take 28.5 common, then bracket 3 minus 1 becomes 2 upon root 3. So we take the rationalizing factor. So what do we get? We will get 28.5 into 2 into root 3 upon 3. So 3 ones are 3 nines are 27.15. So 3 fives are 15. So we get 9.5 into 2. So 19 root 3 meter is the distance walked by the boy. 19 root 3 meter is the distance walked by the boy, right? If you cannot understand the sum, you can see the video again 2 or 3 times. And sorry because the handwriting may not be very clear, but I am trying to write with a touchpad. Now one different type of example, totally different. This sum is very good. Let us understand this. There is a valley and there is a bridge across the valley. There is a bridge across the valley. Let me call this bridge, okay? There is a bridge across the valley. Let me call the length of the bridge as AB. There is a temple in the valley below. So you have got a temple in the valley below. The angle of depression of the top of the temple from the 2 points of the bridge are alpha and beta. Means if I look from point A to the top of the temple, the angle of depression is alpha. And if I look at point B to the top of the temple, the angle of depression is beta. We have to find the height of the building, this H. Let me call this AB, sorry, this is C and D. So I have to find CD, I have to prove, not find, prove that the height of the bridge above the top of the temple is H 10 alpha into 10 beta upon 10 alpha plus 10 beta. So this is what I am supposed to prove. Oh sorry, this is not H, I'll have to rechange it. The bridge across the valley is H meters long. So H meter is the length of the bridge. H is the length of the bridge. The bridge across the valley is H meters long. Okay, so this is what we are given. We have to find CD. We have to prove that CD is equal to this. This is what we are supposed to prove. Now how will we start with the sum? So we'll take first triangle ADC. Look at triangle ADC and we have tan alpha equal to opposite, that is CD, upon adjacent, that is AD. Or we can write AD equal to CD upon tan alpha. Okay, let me call this one. Now look at triangle BDC. Here we have tan beta equal to CD upon BD, or we can write BD equal to CD upon tan alpha, right? So this we call equation 2. Now when I add equation 1 and 2, I get AD plus BD equal to CD upon tan alpha plus CD upon tan beta. Clear? But what is AD plus BD? You can see AD plus BD is equal to H. So we have H and I take CD common. What I get? 1 upon tan alpha plus 1 upon tan beta implies H equal to CD. Take the LCM, so you get tan beta plus tan alpha upon tan alpha tan beta by taking the LCM. So what does this imply? CD equal to, so we have got CD equal to find, so take the denominator to the numerator, so inside bracket we get tan alpha into tan beta. How did we get this? By taking the denominator and the numerator, and the numerator and the denominator, so upon tan alpha plus tan beta, right? And we already had the H over here, so we have to write down the H. What is CD equal to? CD equal to H into tan alpha into tan beta upon tan alpha plus tan beta, and hence the sum is proved. So these are many different examples I have done today on the applications of trigonometry. We are going to do more type of sums in the next lecture. And once you practice this thoroughly and understand, this chapter is very simple. Okay, so we have found sums in which you have to measure the value and find the value, and in certain sums you have only proved them. So these are for practice only. Try to see these examples again and again and try to understand the application of trigonometry thoroughly. I am going to end here. Thank you.